Wrestling fans, it is time for another episode of the Piledriver podcast. As always, I'm your co-host, Dean the Big Dog Samples, followed by the one and only, the best in the world, Mike Allen. How are you doing, brother?
How are you, my friend? What an amazing night we had last night.
Going good.
Oof, buddy, we are going to get into it. We had lots of local wrestling going on. We had OCW had an event. Mega Championship Wrestling had an event. Dropkick Diabetes had an event earlier today that we'll talk about
Doja
just a
Wars on
little bit
Friday.
because we don't know the results of that one yet. But yesterday's events, we do know the results of. We're going to go over them all. We're going to let everybody know, starting with OCW.
Yeah, that's right. Paolino Mania 3 kicked off yesterday, last night, simultaneously as Mega Championship Wrestling Saturday Night Slam was going down. Um, we were at Saturday Night Slam. We did not be able to make it, but we do have the results right here. Starting things off, the winners, Robbie Starr and no shame, Jimmy Shane, the OCW heavyweight tag team champions.
Get it together, sir.
Jeez. Defeated Warhorse
Which is a
to
big
retain the
win.
title.
I mean, like
Hugely.
I'm not discounting Jimmy Shane. We've been over this. We don't do that here on the Piledriver anymore.
No.
But that's a big win for Jimmy Shane and Robbie Starr against Warhorse, one of the most decorated tag teams in the Midwest.
That's a good one. Then Gino DiCapo came out talking like he usually does, held an open challenge, and someone answered that challenge, and it was none other than the Ohio Grand Tiger.
The Ohio Grand Tiger. I heard he looked familiar. Again, we weren't there. I don't know. I saw a tiger mask. Could have been anybody. Could have been anybody.
But regardless, Gino DiCapo walks away victorious. Which
Earning him, actually, earning him and Asher Knox a future tag team title shot at the winners at Beach Bash 4. Doesn't matter what happens to Asher later on in Plenomania. Gino and Asher will be going for the tag team championships at Beach Bash 4.
So regardless of whatever happens between Asher and Lord Thomas the Brute, they're still guaranteed a shot. So that's huge victory for Gino and Asher, if I must say so myself. Continue on though. We had Ron Mathis, which I'm sure you're going to be upset about this one. Ron Mathis, one half of DD Trash, defeated your boy, the Thunderbird, Jake Healy.
Caw, baby. I can't believe you just did the mayor of Thunderbird like that. That's bullshit. I don't know.
I mean,
I wasn't there. Who knows?
It says fair and square, man. It's official.
Okay. Like a ref with a whistle.
Following up with that, his other DD Trash, the other half of DD Trash, Bruce Gray.
Also defeated. In singles action. Yeah. Oh, so
weird.
DD Trash just swept last night, huh? Okay. All right. What happened with Lord Thomas and Brute? Lord Thomas and Brute taking on Asher Knox, which very well-deserved championship opportunity by my boy Asher Knox. He has done nothing but steadily climb the ranks here. Was he able to come out with the victory last night, Dan?
He was not.
Oh, Asher, I'm sorry. I'm not upset though because LT the B baby. Let's go. Let's go.
We've been saying for a while that Asher Knox has been highly slept on and deserves some type of title shot. He finally gets it. So I mean, regardless of what happened, I'm happy to see him.
He will, like I said, he will be in for that tag team. He will be in for that tag team title, him and Gino, coming up in August at Beach Bash.
Well, I also assure you this won't be the last time you'll see Asher Knox in a title bout for the heavyweight title. Future may hold, man. You never know. Also,
sounds like once again, Paolino Mania was a great event. If you were able to make it out, I hope you had a good time, stayed and hung out with the guys afterwards, BS with them a little bit. It's always a good time. I did. Oh, we forgot a match. I forgot it. I was just about to reference my boy. I can't believe I forgot him.
Brandon Fields. Max against Wilbur Whitlock, our boy, former Piledriver podcast wrestler of the week, and Chuck the Truck Morris, the former OCW Ohio Heritage Champion.
I mean, again, not an outcome I'm upset with. Again, I would have liked to see Wilbur come in and snatch this one up.
100%.
But again, Brandon Fields has been on this fucking tear, dude, and he's just cementing his name, in my opinion. Just here, look at me, watch me, look at me, and it's working. Ever since Nick Hahn and him split, ever since the Entourage has been disbanded, Brandon Fields has been solo winning streak, killing it.
I'm happy for the dude, man.
Yeah.
Well deserved.
So, yeah, it's like I was saying, if you were able to get out to Paolino Mania at Paolino Sports Pub and Grub, I hope you got some food, hung out, had some fun with the guys and gals that were there. I saw Pedro was there. Shout out to Pedro. We miss you, dude. I haven't seen you in a while. It sounded like it was a great show, as I don't expect anything less from Paolino Mania. Every year we went, it's been phenomenal.
You just say that Pedro is probably one of the best dudes in the business.
Oh yeah. Well, there's not much excitement I can bring to a show that I didn't go to. So again, we love our OCW faithful. Congrats to the winners last night, losers. Get better next week. But last night at Victory Park in North Ridgeville, Ohio, Mega Championship Wrestling presented Saturday Night Slam. The Moose out front should have told you. What a show, man. Once again, so first off, we were hinted in by Mega Championship Wrestling that it was going to be luau themed, that we were luau themed. So what do you think your boys did? We showed up in our Sunday's best. Nice button-up Hawaiian shirts, dressed to the nines, looking good. We got laid as soon as we walked in the door. Brandon Xavier's walking around looking fly like a fancy boat captain with his fancy hat. Everybody looked great. Everybody looked great.
Brandon
so first of all, it was great job by everybody. Jeff sitting over there working the ones and twos with his hat on, Hawaiian shirt, all over, like great job. We had a pre-show match. Before the show even started, they treated us to a little bit of what Mega Championship Wrestling does. And for those that don't know, the trainees, I hate to call them that, the rookies, they have a title. When you're kicking ass, you're able to go for that title, the Brass Knuckles Championship. And current champion, Mucho Machismo Louis Giovanni, putting the belt on the line against Aaron Holloway. Great match.
It was a damn good match. It was,
good match. Like, I have nothing bad to say about these guys. For putting on the pre-show match, again, there was people there cheering. You had the crowd was ready to go for them, which the crowd was feeling them, so they're doing something right. Couple good moves. I didn't, in my opinion, again, I'll call you out. I didn't see anything that was like, oh, he fucked that up. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that hell yes, keep doing it. Great job.
About it, dude.
Lewis was able to retain and walk away against a hard-fought match against Mr. Holloway. So I'm really excited to see where Aaron Holloway can do. I can't wait to see it. But that's not the high. I hate to say it this way. I hate to say it. That's not even the highlight of this match. Okay? So as we've talked about on the pod, we talked about him last week when Cash Inc. came on the show. Chris freaking Onyx. This guy slides in out of nowhere. Beer. Boom. Gets up. Shakes off little Brock Lesnar-esque. You know what I'm saying? Turns around. Power slam. Was a spine buster. And then a blue thunder bomb. Just completely clears the ring.
Yeah.
Done. Everybody's done. He grabs the title and holds it up above Louis Giovanni's head. I'm calling it right now. That's your next Brass Knuckles champion. Bro,
if you want to be honest, he should have already been Brass Knuckles champion. He almost won it the last time.
Since we've seen him come in, again, this is one of them things. And it only equates more and more, to my opinion, I'll give him flowers every time because he's great at what he does. He proved it with us again last night. Brandon Xavier. It only shows you how good this dude is how he's in what he's at teaching, how great of a teacher he is. Because everybody that we've seen young start with them and go this way is just when he held this
Brandon,
title above his head, and I'm talking the show hadn't even started yet.
that was probably one of the best pre-shows I have seen in a long time.
Great match. Great match. Great showing by Chris Onyx afterwards. Like I said, in my opinion,
And
I'm all
Cash
in.
Inc.
I'm all in on Cash Inc. I'm all in on Cash Inc. too, which we gonna once we talk a little bit later. I do have something else that we'll drop for the people. I'm all in on Cash Inc. And this right here, up and coming Cash Inc. Chris Onyx. We've said it before that we could definitely see it down the line. Him holding mega gold, like just the heavyweight gold all day. But you got to start somewhere, in the brass knuckles belt is where you started. Kudos to Chris Onyx for showing up and showing out last night, in my opinion.
Showing up and showing out. So it
That was the
starts off
pre-show.
strong for Cash Inc.
That was the pre-show match. The opening match, we see Cash Inc. show back up again. They were on the show last week with us, Dean, and they said that RJ Jonesy, and it was a fluke. I didn't really see a fluke last night, and I hate to say that. It was a great match by everybody involved. Great match. Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, RJ Jonesy, JVM, great fucking showing. Skylar,
Absolutely.
Gavin, great fucking showing. Stellar match. Unfortunately, Cash Inc. wasn't able to pull out a victory. Look, and I feel like I can say this on the pod because we talked to Ken and we talked to Cash Inc. last night after the show. After Chris came out and just showed, if Cash Inc. could have won that right now, and last night, if they would have won that match, they would have been the first ever wrestlers of the week.
Yeah. Unanimous.
It would have, 100%. Unfortunately, they were this close. Guys, I love you all. Next time, you can't just be wrestlers of the week for losing though. We can't have that here on the Piledriver podcast.
Nope, we cannot. But if you guys are just now tuning in, stay tuned with us. We're finishing up the Mega Championship Wrestling Saturday Night Slam. We have some breaking news regarding NEOPro coming up soon, so stay tuned with us.
What?
Let's get right back into this. So Cash Inc. unable to pick up the fucking dub there. But it's unfortunate to see, but it was a great showing by JVM and Jonesy. But moving on, though.
No, hold on. Let me talk. I want to talk about the in stereo F5s. That's how they won this match.
I forgot about that.
Father-son F5s.
Clean.
It was clean. It was
clean, bro. Clean.
So, yeah. Shout out to them. Shout out to Jonesy and JVM. Great match. And we've talked about this before as well. It's hard to start off the show and put on a good show and get the fans into the match. And they did a great job of that as well.
Damn good. Then we had our boy we haven't seen in a while, Lemmy Sam Dimas, defending his title against Dio Salvador and Alejandro.
We talked about this. So it was supposed to be El Taino. I don't know what happened. When he came out, card subject exchange. The ring announcer announced him as Alejandro. I had Dios winning this. We talked about this. I have nothing against Lemmy, but I had Dios winning this ever since I've seen this guy. He's been just a killer instinct. It's I don't know. He reminds me of a fucking just like he'll eat your heart out type shit. You know what I'm saying?
I get that vibe off him. Dude's a killer. I
get that vibe off him. Dude, I don't want to say his name, like a rabid Wolverine. And as the rabid Wolverine was a great wrestler. So that's the kind of vibe I get. And Dios is great. And the technicality was good. The moves were great. Double knees. I thought he had it with that double knee, man. At one point, though, when the match first started, though, let's rewind a little bit. favorite part of the night was when Lemmy goes out, grabs the ringside cameraman's camera right out of his hand. No, it was was it a fan?
It was a fan.
He grabbed a
I'm-
fan's camera, and Lemmy walked around the ring filming the match. Sat down next to him, ate some Skittles. Like, kudos to Lemmy. Great job. Dios and Alejandro put on a fucking banger of a match while Lemmy was jackassing around ringside.
Dude, they did. They held that fucking match down. But
I wanted that for Dios. Fighting Spirit title.
Lemmy retains.
Good. Lemmy looked real good as always. Got him with a nice brain buster. He was able to score it on Dios. It wasn't nothing crazy, fancy, but a brain buster that is that clean. It's done. Look at you. Get it together.
Oh, shut up.
I know. It's been a long weekend. Next match though.
Shut your mouth.
This match, buddy, had been hyped up upon hyped up upon hyped up, and it didn't disappoint.
No, it did not.
The biggest match of the night, literally. Starting off with fan favorite Big Mo. Starting the match off against one-on-one against the Bull Rope Bully Mike Michaels. Was it the first ever? It's the first ever Hossville Invitational.
Bully had a lot of confidence going into this match.
I agree. There were a couple guys that had some confidence going in this match that I could have easily saw pulling out the victory. I don't know. All we know that the Mega Cup was on the line. The Mega Cup was on the line, and we do have a new winner of the Mega Cup. But some of the participants in this match, I mean, like I said, Big Mo, Bull Rope Bully, Tyreek Kalam, Paxton Calloway, Suplex Shogun Jackson Stone, Otis Kogar. The Space Unicorn was in there. The Ageless Wonder, Jeff Jevic. Who am I missing? Oh, Pastor CeeLo at one point came out, bribed Brandon Xavier with a bag full of money to let Raven Aura in the match. So Raven Aura was in this match. Who else am I forgetting? I feel like I'm forgetting one or two people.
No. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, you had Space Unicorn.
The Bulldog. Buddy the Bulldog made an appearance in the motorized wheelchair. See, I knew I was forgetting somebody. Anyways, it was chaos throughout the whole match. I'm talking ladders, chairs, tables galore. At one point, the Space Unicorn pulled out a crazy bag, man. And we all know what happens when a bag gets pulled out from under the ring. 97.9% of the time, it is a bag of thumbtacks. And let me tell you, he dumped this whole bag of sprinkles onto the fucking table. Hey,
Sadistic.
these kids in the front row, when this dude dumped sprinkles on the table, these kids in the front row lost it. Because then Otis dumped thumbtacks on the sprinkles.
Yes, sir.
And that's when it got a little ugly in the Hossville Invitational. It was, again, a bloody, great, fun, hell of a time. Like,
I want to say Space Unicorn
Big Mo was the first one eliminated. That's crazy.
That is crazy to think of. You think he'd be one of the last ones surviving?
Yeah, no, 110%. I don't remember.
But that wasn't the case.
The order of elimination again. Tyreek Kalam got suplexed onto a ladder. Jeff Jevic went through a table. Jeff Jevic pushed Otis and the Space Unicorn off over the ringside onto the sprinkle tack table. Dude.
It was the whole match.
It ended up being Otis Kogar and the Ageless Wonder Jeff Jevic one-on-one as the last two competitors in the match. Otis was beating the shit out of him with this ladder, man. Jevic was bleeding. He hit him
Otis
with the ladder.
Otis got
He
split
hit.
early in the match.
Oh yeah, he caught a nice chair to the head and he was leaking out the back. But yeah, he caught Jevic with the ladder. I'm trying to remember correctly. Knocked him out. Went for the moonsault. Jevic rolled out of the way. Samoan like Buster kind of deal. Like it looked like a Samoan drop kind of DVD combination. I don't know what Jevic's calling it. It was good. It was enough to get him the pinfall, get him the cup, and be the first ever Hossville Invitational Mega Cup winner. And from what I heard afterwards, this is basically the Ageless Wonders retirement tour, so to speak. He's hanging the boots up. So
if that's the case, what a way to go out after
that's what I'm
such
saying.
a long storied career.
He's been on the show, and I guarantee you, if we get him, he'll come back. He'll definitely come back. So we can ask him, but just based, and we didn't know that going into this next announcement. We didn't know this was the retirement tour. We knew that Jeff Jevic has been kicking ass. We knew he hadn't been around a while, and to come in this match and whoop ass like this, and just basically be, from everybody we've talked to, a positive inspiration in the locker room, willing to help the young guys, never thinking that he was owed something because he's been here in this business for so long. And then coming out last night and basically winning. Jeff
Fantastic.
Jevic, Piledriver podcast wrestler of the week.
For knowing him for many years, he's a great dude in the ring and a great dude out of the ring. And if this is his farewell tour, then I wish him nothing but the best. He deserves it.
Oh, 110%.
One of the best guys I know.
Yeah, I'll never forget the first time I met dude. Great dude. He's a great guy. Been nothing but awesome to us ever since. Nothing but love for him. Congratulations on the huge win last night. Congratulations on the Hossville Invitational. Enjoy that weekend. I hope you.
I hope Piledriver wrestler of the week, my man.
That's right. That's right.
We didn't go through the tag team titles, did we? We skipped that one.
No, I did. I got excited about the Hossville and Jeff.
Get it together.
I wanted everybody to know about the wrestler of the week. There's all kinds of breaking news today.
F that guy. No, I'm just
There's all kinds of breaking news. We have all kinds of breaking news.
Mega the tag team titles were on the line. Philly Marino Experience defending their titles against the Party Posse. Party Posse came out, Christmas vacation vibes. Shitter's full. Loved every bit of it. It was hilarious.
Hilarious.
The whole match was entertaining throughout the whole. They started off with an impromptu dance party in the beginning.
I do have something to talk about this match too. That's not pertaining to this match, but pertaining to the members involved in said match. Today, after I don't know, 200 days, maybe 200 days, however long the Piledriver podcast TikTok has been running, we've been following El TikToko. Okay, today we got the follow back. That means we're famous. That means we're TikTok famous. We are followed by TikToko. We are friends with El TikToko on TikTok. If you're not familiar, by the way, TikTok, I put up the videos today. I made some TikTok videos recapped of Mega Championship Wrestling. Get over the Piledriver podcast on TikTok. Check them out. The TikTok's been doing pretty good today with the videos I put up. So we're getting closer to 1,000 followers. We get close to 1,000 followers. We can go live at these events. We can go live on TikTok at the wrestling events. Yeah. All we need to do is get us to 1,000 followers.
Help us out.
So
go to
we need to do that. But anyways, back to the TikTok. I was just excited that El TikToko followed us. That's all.
That's awesome. That is awesome. As much as we love the Party Posse, they did not come out victorious and regain the tag team titles.
It was a phenomenal match between two great tag teams who put it all out there every time. But the funness, the way they both teams interact with fans, the mutual respect afterwards, and the mutual dancing out of the ring. conga line, by the way, right by us, was awesome. So, good stuff. Kudos to them. But congrats to the Philly Marino experience for retaining the
Yes,
Mega
sir.
Tag Team.
Yes, sir. And then we have a triple threat match.
We got more breaking news following this. Following this match, we got more breaking news.
Shogun versus Nick Nero versus Cash Inc. Cash Inc.'s. I want to actually know, like, is Christian Napier in Cash Inc. or is he just aligned with Cash Inc.? Christian Napier takes on them in there, and I need to know, like.
Okay. Well, let me just go ahead. We'll talk about that part real quick. Okay. So Christian comes out with Cash Inc.
Yes.
Then tells Ken and Chris Onyx to leave.
Go. I got this myself.
Okay. That's fine. Puts on a great match. It was a stellar triple threat match, by the way. Love to see Jackson Shogun Jackson Stone. Always, anytime he comes back to Mega, it's great to see him. Nick Nero, I haven't seen in a while. The mouthpiece on him, phenomenal. He's got a great mouthpiece. He's a great wrestler, but the mouthpiece is great.
Yes.
The takeaway from this, and we'll say this, the breaking news before we do the result, is that we talked to Christian after the show last night. Christian said he'd love to come on the podcast and talk. So, Dean, when he comes on, we can ask him, are you with Cash Inc.? Are you just affiliated? You just hanging out? Y'all just, maybe he won't tell us at all. You know how these wrestlers are. They don't like to talk to us. Well, they do, but they don't like to give us anything. They like to keep us guessing, and that's fine. But he did say that he would love to come on and chat with us when I talked to him last night. So we're going to get him on here. It's just a matter of time.
I'm bored.
He did, however, pull off a victory last night against two superstars from Mega Championship Wrestling without the help of anybody from Cash Inc.
Yeah.
He was, in fact, able to do it himself. He did not need them. So great win by Christian last night.
That was a huge win.
I've always been a fan of Christian's. We got the typical Christian last night. It was he hates all of us. He doesn't, I like him, but he doesn't give a shit about me. That's well, I mean, that's why we love the bad guys. I'm a heel. I like the heels. I've always been a fan of the heels. So
Christian was in his bag yesterday as usual, and
100%
came out of the dub. One of the best in the game. Doing what he does, man. Don't sleep on Christian Napier. Then one of your favorites was in action. The Ultra Star.
I know.
Ashton Day taking on Alex Daniels.
It did. Alex Daniels. Hey, I even said this. I was talking.
It threw me off, bro.
Dude, I was talking. I forget who I was talking to earlier. I want to say I was talking to Tim, and I was like, I saw Alex Daniels 3 or 4 times walking around the fucking park, and I did not recognize him because he dyed his hair blonde. I did not know who the hell it was. No idea. And then I was like, Ashton's fighting Alex Daniels. Where is he? And then here comes this dude and I was like, holy shit, that's him. He went for the whole Ken from Bart, and it looked great. He had the crowd on his side. I'm a Barbie girl, and the whole crowd went, in a Barbie world. It was great. Like, it was.
More and more we watch Alex, man.
Look, though. All right. Bullshit. I'm calling bullshit. It was a fluke. Run it back. Ashton was in control. Dude, it was that last little flat line. Ashton went for the stunt, the flip eclipse stunner. I don't know what he calls it off the top rope. That fucking move's badass. The one that won him the title from Trey Miguel. Like, I was pissed. Dude, I was so invested in this match last night. Like, I got pictures, but they're not the best
looked like a clean win to me, my man.
No, I'm not saying it was dirty win. I'm not. No, no,
I
no.
know,
That's not what I'm
I
saying.
know.
That's not what I'm
I'm
saying.
just, I'm just saying, just run it back.
I
If you want to
run
run it
it
back, I'm
back.
just saying.
Run it back. But
I wouldn't be
before we
opposed
get
to
a
it.
chance to run it back, after the match, mutual respect being shown by Alex Daniels, hugging Ashton Day, shaking hands, whatever. He walks out of the ring. Ashton standing there getting his ovation from the crowd because, again, they just put on a banger of a match. As he's walking out, literally standing right next to me, I'm standing by my seat, standing right there. Christian, Cash Inc., everybody, all five of them attack Ashton. Just demolish him.
Start wrecking them.
Just demolish him. I'd say probably like 2 minutes. Little quick beat down, and then they scurried away. As they scurried away, they went this way too. Like one couple went this way, Christian went this way, the couple went this way. Brandon grabs a microphone and calls Christian back. Come to find out, at the next event, we're gonna have a match. Christian Napier going one-on-one with Alex Daniels. By the way, the next mega event is at the Lake County Captains game.
You mean Christian versus Ashton, not Alex?
No, I believe it's Christian versus Alex.
Really?
I believe it's Christian versus Alex. I could be wrong, but again, we don't have anything.
But I know everybody else is barred from ringside.
Yes, but Cash Inc. is barred from ringside. It will be Christian alone. I believe it's Alex.
Okay.
Because I
could totally be wrong.
Because he asked Alex, he said, "You want him?" And Alex said, "Oh yeah." So
that'd be dope.
I believe it's going to be Christian. I'm going to take it at 75% certainty.
I'm fine with either way.
Okay.
I hope I'm wrong, actually.
It was great. It was a fire match. I mean, if you're wrong and it's Christian versus Ashton, I'm okay with that too. We've seen that before, and that's a banger. So I'm okay with both. But I'd love to see Ashton or Christian versus Alex Daniels. That would be a phenomenal match too.
2 more matches to wrap up tonight. With a triple threat match, the Mega Church took on Exodus, making is it their mega debut?
I believe so.
I believe so too. If I'm not mistaken, they're based out of Florida.
Based out of Florida, I believe they were from here, from what I've heard and read about. They were originally from here around the Columbus area. Again, I didn't get a chance to do all the research from yesterday about where they were from. But let's not argue semantics. They came in last night and kicked fucking ass, dog.
Defeating the Mega Church.
Exodus and Emily Locke came in last night and whooped Mega Church, dog, and which is not an easy thing to do. That is not something you see very often.
I'm pretty sure Emily got to pick up the win over Pastor Sheila.
Yes. But this match was full of great, I'm talking high-flying moves from Butchie B, acrobatic moves from Sebastian LaShawn. The boys from Exodus were jumping over. I'm talking famousers, high leg, Zack Ryder style clotheslines all over the ring. At one point they picked up Emily Locke and used her as a battering ram. Shout out to Emily Locke's. I don't know if I'm just gonna say fans. The fan base for me never have hearing of Exodus.
They had a whole section.
The Emily Locke fan base was in force last night.
Yes, the hell they were.
Well deserved. Again, they're on my list. Like, I wrote them down. I have to do research on them. I want to see them more. They were good. Not discounting the Mega Church either, because the Mega Church was great last night. Butchie, it was great to see in action again. I haven't got to see Butchie in a while. Pastor CeeLo. At one point though, they did this move where Sebastian did a front flip, roll over and do a neck lock, and Pastor CeeLo did a jump drop kick that was clean as hell.
Dude.
Just great overall 6-person tag match. It was phenomenal. 5 stars. This match alone, 5 stars.
That's fair. I'd give it there really 4.5, 5 stars for me.
Really good.
I was really impressed by Exodus as well. So local bookers, if you're listening to this, if you're looking for a tag team, a solid one, Exodus available and Emily Locke, book them.
They were good. Yeah,
Book.
110%. They were real good.
Um, yeah. After that, we head right into our main event. Bryson Teller, the champion, taking on Derek
Five
fucking Dillinger.
5 years in the making. This match was. They kind of started off in the same, against each other. One of Bryson's first matches was against Derek, and these boys put it on last night. Let me tell you that after the match, Derek was distraught. Bryson's chest looked like chopped hamburger meat. Like, it was a phenomenal battle all around. At one point, Derek was sitting in the front row getting beat on between fans. Like, Bryson had him between fans, just beating him up. Derek just, we all know Derek Dillinger. It's hard to you can't discount anything he does ever, but like,
No.
it just seemed like Bryson said it. Well, I don't want to quote him. I'm not going to quote it because I don't remember exactly, but he said something about the Fighting Spirit Championship making him. And like last night, it looked like that fighting spirit was on display because he just wouldn't quit. Everything Derek came at him with, he fucking just had back tenfold.
Even a pile driver.
That happened afterwards, and we're going to talk about that in a second. Bryson Teller was able to pull off the win last night to retain his mega heavyweight championship with a double foot stomp from the top rope. After the match, Derek Dillinger grabs a microphone, tells everybody to shut up, like he does, and gets in the ring, and he gives this heartfelt story, man, about Bryson and the match graphic from 5 years ago and how he washed him and he's so much better now and blah, blah, blah. And he wants to shake his hand. We're all like, don't do it. We know Bryson, being the generous, kind-hearted champion that he is, gives Derek Dillinger the benefit of the doubt and shakes his hand. And then they part ways. We're like, holy shit, that just went down clean.
Yeah.
Wrong. Until it didn't.
Wrong.
Until it didn't. Derek Dillinger
wrecked him from
Bryson
behind
Teller,
with an elbow to the back of the head.
And then I hate to say it because it got happened to Bryson Teller. Like, I hate to say it. But let me tell you right now, because I've spoken about this too before. On the TikToks, if you TikTok, there's a little spot called drafts, all right? And that's where you put videos that you're currently making. I got a video with every pile driver I've ever taken a video of. And that one made the video today because of glorious package pile driver from Derek Dillinger to mega heavyweight champion Bryson Teller. And then Derek gets on the ropes and says he is mega wrestling.
He took the title too at one point. I thought he was going to run off. I thought he was going to run off with it.
I thought he was going to steal it as well, but he did not. He dropped it back and said he is mega wrestling. So I doubt this is the end of Derek Dillinger. I mean, it's definitely not the end, but I bet we'll see him again sooner rather than later in Mega Championship Wrestling.
I would be willing to bet some good money on that. Do not count that out.
Great show by Mega Championship Wrestling. I want to get your rating from you, Dean. You know how we do it here. When we attend these shows, we give them a rating.
I'm gonna go 4.75 for Piledrivers.
I figured that's where you're gonna go. I'm gonna go ahead and once again, I'm gonna give Mr. Brandon Xavier a clean 5 across the board. In terms of venue, in terms of fan participation with the leis and the Hawaiian shirts and the matches, quality of matches, superstardom, new wrestlers that I've never seen before. 5 across the board for Brandon Xavier. Saturday Night Slam was a great tape. It was a great show in my opinion.
100%. Damn good show. So hats off to everybody at Mega Championship Wrestling for an amazing show per usual. You guys never disappoint. ever. So keep doing what you guys are doing. You guys are killing it. If you guys haven't checked out Mega Championship Wrestling, please do. You're missing out on a lot. Well,
we have dropkick diabetes today. We don't know results, but shout out to our friends. I hope everybody showed up and showed out in their battle royals, in their matches, were able to pull out some dubs.
yeah,
And
yes,
we do have NEOPro coming up in
yep.
September. And we've had a
That's,
couple
that's
announcements. We've had a couple announcements about some matches, and we at the last show at Revenge, they showed us the belt. The belt was displayed for us in all of its glorious goldness.
yes.
Since this time, they have announced that they're going to be doing a championship eliminator gauntlet match to determine a champion.
Yes, sir.
We've had 2 announcements for participants already, and these names are just super. Like, I'm talking upper at when you think of indie talent, you think of these guys.
Yeah.
Andrew Palace running the Pittsburgh area, running it for a while.
He's the very first entrant announced for this Eliminator Championship match. Eliminator Series entrant, sorry.
Eliminator
That's what
Series.
they're calling it.
Who's entrant number 2, Dean? Tell me who entrant number 2 is.
A dangerous man, a bad man.
A bad man.
Dominic Guarini.
Dominic.
Bro.
Whoa. Bro, when they announced that, my jaw dropped. Dominic Guarini, AIW legend, Cleveland legend. He's been doing this forever. I've seen him do it a bunch of times. I've seen him twist arms and put people into moves I didn't even know were real.
You know Pro Wrestling Illustrated?
Yeah.
He's came in the top 500 past 3 years.
Oh yeah, 100%. I've seen
He's been even in the top 100 as a tag team.
So that's saying something about the quality of life in this tournament.
I mean, it is called Set the Standard.
And that's exactly what they're trying to do.
And they've done a pretty damn good job so far.
This next thing that I'm going to drop, because guess what? Bah, bah, bah! Breaking news right now on the Piledriver podcast.
You're hearing it right here first.
Entrant number 3
for the Eliminator Series.
Mega heavyweight champion Bryson Teller. Bryson Teller enters the Eliminator Series for a shot at the NEOPro Heavyweight Championship.
What the hell, dude?
Bryson 2 belts? Bryson 2 belts?
Very well could be that way.
Dude.
This match is already going to be insane. And there's only 3 people announced. 3.
I can't even imagine who else. I mean, some names you could that I hope to see in there. Dontavio. It's my boy. He should definitely be in there. Other names in there that I could definitely see. Gavin Gradley, Skyler. You can put Cash Inc. in there solo.
Yep.
Wilbur. What if Shane Douglas? Jimmy Shane.
I was about to say Jimmy Shane.
There's so many names. There's Patrick Hayes. There's Matthew Taylor. Justin Maine. This is the 3rd entrant. And the 3 entrants so far have all been people we have not seen. That only says something, in my opinion, to how good of a job NEOPro's doing. The fact that people are like, I'm trying to get in on this. I'm trying, let me in this. So kudos to everybody at NEOPro. Keep up the good work.
Amazing.
I can't wait for this show already.
Yeah.
I can't wait for this.
And we can't stress this enough. We've been to every NEOPro show so far.
Our tickets are bought already. We've already got tickets.
They're phenomenal. So
yeah.
follow suit. Follow your boys. go hit the link on NeoPro's website, pick up the tickets, do yourself a favor, and enjoy some great wrestling. Promise you, boys, you're not going to leave there unsatisfied. You'll be like, holy shit, when's the next one?
100%. That's basically how we are every time that we've been to the NeoPro show. As far as upcoming shows, I know that OCW has Beach Bash coming up.
AIW has Wrestle Rager coming up.
Mega has the Lake County Captain show coming up in August. We'll be back on the air. Our next episode will be up before any other shows are wrestling. So
yes,
we'll make sure to let everybody know. We'll have dates, times, everywhere they go. Like every week, follow our Piledriver podcast Facebook page. I share our boy Phil Stamper every week shares a wrestling indie checklist sheet. And it's basically any indie event that is all over the United States of America. He gets it from different promoters all over his Facebook, all over his Twitter, etc., and posts it so we can share it so you guys can go check out some local wrestling in your area. I'll have that shared. Get over to the TikTok. Like I said, help us get to 1,000 followers so that we can go live at these shows. That would be cool, in my opinion. Like, we can go live during sweet matches like Ashton versus Alex Daniels.
If you guys ain't got anything going on during the week this week, on Wednesday, Ruthless Championship Wrestling, RCW is having the first big show, Revolution Rising. It's this Wednesday. Tickets are $10. I mean, there's some big names in here. Eric Ryan's going to be there. RJ Jonesy. I mean, you got people from the Mega Church. You got Atticus Kogar, Ashton.
I believe Ashton. Yep.
Max the Impaler.
Max the Impaler is there. That's right. I saw that.
They're coming down to determine the winner of the inaugural championship belt. It's going to be at Neo Sports Plant, Cleveland, Ohio, this Wednesday, 7 p.m. start time. Tickets are only $10. If you ain't doing anything, go check them out. Give them some love and support. They're fucking great.
110%. Like we've said once, we'll keep saying it at the end, every show, beginning, middle, end. Great wrestling is all around you. You just got to look a little bit for it. We'll help you find it, Don't worry.
No, don't worry at all. Until that time, go online and support your independent wrestling promotions, independent wrestlers. Go buy their merch. Talk to them, chop it up to them, respect them, show them some love. They will bust their ass for you guys. And yeah. Thanks for the follow, guys. Thanks for listening. We'll see you guys next week with another episode of The Piledriver.